Greetings and salutations again, everyone. Welcome back to more Plants vs. Zombies. Previously, we started the nighttime levels, and we already unlocked the Puff Shroom, where we got the Sun Shroom, the worst plant in the game, and the Grave Digger, or Grave Buster. This episode, we'll see exactly what the Grave Buster does. Warning, it's better than the spoiler, it's better than the Fume Shroom, by a huge margin. And I will explain why once we actually get enough for it. And we get to a very good situation where we don't have to worry about anything hurting us. So basically, once I get 3 mushrooms on each row, that's basically what I'm going for. Oh, come on. Hurry up, sunflower. There we go. Second sunflower. We're now generating some power. But yeah, this is not going to be difficult at all. Unfortunately, the nighttime stage is a bit on the easy side. There is one stage later on it can be tricky. I think it's a stage that's like covered in fog or something. And it can be tricky because you don't know where the zombies are. So like early stages of the game you have to be a bit finicky and figure out where they are. But it's not like it's that big a worry. And that's a bad placement of the Puff Shroom. That's an awful placement for a Puff Shroom, but oh well. Here we go. Finally got 5 sunflowers. Because this level, I'm probably not going to use the repeaters, to be honest. But here's what the Grave Buster does. You put it on a grave, and it starts eating up the grave and digging it up. Get your 3 coins. Not only does it stop the final wave's horde, it just straight up gives you free money. Can't complain about that. It's a plant that during nighttime stages during this stage is pretty much a must have. Because, why not? Okay, zombie for cone is being a bit strange. Now, the Grave Buster can be eaten while it's doing its own thing. So do be prepared to defend it. Because that's what you want, is for it just to be wasted. Because we can see it has to waste the 75 sun altogether. Because it doesn't kill zombies. As you can see, I'm having some pretty good luck with all this. Of course, the cone zombie can be a bit strange, but the Puff Shrooms will do a good job. They'll probably end up killing anyways. There you go, get rid of that. Because I believe we have access to the shop now, which is great. Ooh, gold coin, nice. More money. And of course, that's nearly all the graves gone. Well, it is all the graves gone. So now we just focus on getting the actual setup. Unfortunately, once you get rid of all the graves, the things are just useless. They just sit there in your inventory, taking up a free slot. But we did just get an upgrade in the last episode as well. So, can't really argue with that. But let's get this all set up now. I think during the final wave, random graves will appear as well if there's none around. Do not quote me on that though, because I could be straight up wrong. I know people are going to be mental about it now, being like, oh, you're one. Yes, people on the internet can be one. It's called being human. We all make mistakes. But I think graves might appear during the final wave. But that's a very sort of maybe moment. But I think graves do just randomly appear unless there's a plant on top of them. javelin zombies are being rude. But luckily we're getting everything sorted. The mushrooms are that easy to replenish. Now of course there is a screen door zombie. They can't stop being rude. But let me show you why it's the proof shrew. I don't remember the name of the plant. I've already forgotten about it. It's that terrible. As you can see, that screen door zombie is already gone. It would have taken 3 of the big mushrooms to take care of one of them. And that's with a walnut. That's why they're bad. There are ways to make them work. They do get an upgrade that's super good later on. But the upgrade doesn't save them from being absolutely awful. Like you just get a repeater. Like I was mostly a repeater and just regular mushrooms. And heck, there's even this. I haven't been paying attention to the bottom row and the screen door just died without me even knowing. Which again shows why the big mushrooms are just awful. They can't do anything. Anything they can do, the other plants do better. I'm sorry if it's your favorite plant in the game, but it's a terrible plant. I know graves appear during a final wave. And we've won this. Like, literally, I can sit back and relax because it's gone that easily. But you just go around grabbing any money. Because obviously we can get more sea slots, so we can keep getting more plants later on. It's going to be useful. But yeah, look at that. I don't even need to place repeater. It just speeds up this process. Ooh, now we have the almanac. I believe this tells us about all the plants we get. Keep track of all the plants and zombies you encounter. Yep. Get to view it. We can view plants. I had a fume shroom. Terrible plant. But they all have their own little sort of things. Recharge fast, you know, they're vain. They cost damage, normal penetrate screen doors. And it hits all zombies in fumes. And it sleeps during the day. But it's terrible. We don't need it. I play a game called Whack-A-Zombie. It's like hunting squirrels. There's 30 overs that they calls in your lawn. That's kind of all of them. Just like that, but instead of squirrels, it's zombies. Instead of shoveling some mallet. Instead of me, it's you. Yeah, this is a different game. It's whack-a-mole. Basically, that's all we're waiting for. We're just hitting zombies, hoping to get sun, and we can get a Gravedigger to get extra money, and obviously landmines do some real damage. And of course, graves are just going to be appearing over time. It's not like it's even a worry though. Ow, my hand hurts. That's a lot of people are calling for. Ow! Yeah, these stages are never usually that difficult. The zombies move quicker in it, which is alright. Ah, my hand really hurts. Ow! Playing this too much, I guess. Could also be that I'm moving my hand that quick across the screen. Oh yeah. Zombies with armor will take more hits. Not like it's even a worry though. Because you can just spam the thing on DS as well. This minigame's in it, I think. And it's way too easy on a DS because you have the stylus. Just go around tapping. Ah. Of course, you can get cherry bombs and all that later on. All that good stuff. Oh, the speed up. The hunt is on. Yeah, I recommend just getting a line. Sort of like what I have on the far right now. But you take care of the ones that are closer to the lawn. And there won't be too many worries about that. Yeah, it's not too difficult. I didn't get the money. No! The money! But this is the Skittish Room. The second zombie bites it starts going the other way and eating all the zombies in sight. Pretty handy. Especially for nighttime stages. But if you use it during the day, it's gonna just pass up before it can even do anything. Ooh, this is a tough one. Get the walnuts. But the Skittish Room can be handy if you get in the back row, because you can always just turn a zombie around and just distract stuff for a little bit. It's pretty handy. It's a plant that is very useful during nighttime, but if you ever want to use it during the day, you have to get another plant later on. Like, I believe we actually get the plant at the end of the world as like a coffee bean, which will make the mushrooms up for like a little bit. But if you're not desperate to use mushrooms during the day, you might as well just play a nighttime stage. To be completely honest. Because I'd rather have like a pea shooter or something instead of a whole line of mushrooms I have to keep giving coffee beans. There are people that make it work though. And it's pretty fun setup. I might try it later on. But we'll see. Obviously setup is all the same. But this time I'm gonna get stuff in the back row like the Skittish Rooms because I gotta show it off. But I will get in the front row as well. Just it costs 75 stun to get. And I believe it's a one-hit kill. Like zombie bites it, it dies instantly, but it at least gets its effect pulled off, where it will make the zombies fight for you. Right, we have a cone zombie now. I'd actually recommend trying to get one of them turned because they take a lot of damage. So I showed off. You can see he's gone backwards now. He's not going to fight any of the other zombies because he's not going to walk in front of him. But if it's a tanky zombie like a screen door or something, then it's always handy to have. If you struggle with those types of enemies. You see we got this guy. This is a rugby player zombie. And yes, I'm one of those people that calls it rugby. You guys may shout American football. It's rugby. Don't fight me on this. But it is an absolute tank. Like, getting on your side is kind of a must-have. It's the best way to get rid of him. There you go, give it another grave. But the Skittish Room's a pretty good get out your free card, a good panic button if you ever get overwhelmed. And that's why I recommend using them. One situation that was fun for me when I played this on DS all those years ago was I think it was on this exact level. I don't know, they're all the same level, but it was on this and I was being bombarded with a load of feints. With a load of football players. I was able to just send them all back and it saved me. That's pretty much what they're really good for. But right here we've got rid of all the graves. So now it's just setting up a whole bunch of mushrooms. They're not going to be able to do anything now. I genuinely not going to be able to. In fact, that's my zombie. No, my zombie! I want to get my zombie on my side. Aww. Fine. Get a repeater. They've got the range. The workman players can be a bit finicky, but if you got a snow pea or anything like that, they're great. Oh, this is a tall shroom. I think I remember how they work. The Skittish Room. Long way shoot the hides when enemies get near it. Oh, it's a repeater, but it shrinks if things get too close to it. I remember now. It's a sniper. Obviously, I gotta shoot it off, like. The wall have really helped us out in the last stage. So if I'm gonna get it again. Yeah, I think that's the best thing to do. Now, the Skittish Room, they only cost 25 sun, but obviously that comes with a hefty price. Being that they will curl up into the ground when anything gets near them. But I think they do decent damage. I'll see if I can demonstrate how they work. Like you can see them all the way across. So they're kind of good if you want to get a bunch of snipers on the map. But obviously I want to get more sunflowers first. I'm only going to get one column of sunflowers though, because let's face it, we'd be decimating these. I can always have a still chance. Down in regular puff shrooms do a better job than the Skittish Rooms anyways. Because you just have a huge pile of puff shrooms and they'll just do the exact same job. Like, let's be honest, these little guys is really overpowered. And I think they get an upgrade later on if I remember. It's them or it's a fume shroom. I think it's a fume shroom, which that's just taking a mech like. Because the fume shroom's upgrade is okay, though it's not much better. Basically, a fume shroom, they'll hit the area around them in a 3x3 tiles. Say a fume shroom here, it'll hit all the way around it. When zombies get close and it'll hit through barriers. You'd think that'd be alright, but it's still a fume shroom. A fume shrooms, no matter what you do to them, are still going to be awful. And there you go, we got the 5 mushrooms, 5 sunflowers. Need to work on getting rid of the graves, because the final wave could be a bit mean with this setup. So let's get rid of this one. Get the 3 coins. And we'll start getting these guys set up as well, because we kind of need to get rid of the cone. We'll get the snipers ready, but they're not going to be used that much, to be honest. They're one of those plants that they're just kind of a meh. They're not going to win any awards, but they do a good amount of damage, like shredded the vein, the guy that cut on his head. You can see this stage is probably not going to be in much trouble if I'm being honest. Same as all the other stages, you get puff shrooms, you start building them up, and you just build up a back row. That's sort of what these stages are all about. It's about building up the back row. Look at me using Yu-Gi-Oh terminology to describe Plants vs Zombies, but that's pretty much how it works. And it's well designed in that factor. Like right now, get a thing, get a walnut. And the only thing is that these guys' range is very close. I mean really close. If a zombie is within like 2 to 3 tiles of them, they will shrivel. So I don't recommend putting them behind walnuts, like right behind them. Basically treat them like the snipers that they are. Here's my zombie again. Brilliant. Look at him go. And he's dead. He keeps dying every time he appears. He's like, hey! He doesn't even get to do the intro. Oh, we got a screen door. A screen door zombie all the way over there. There you go. I'll just get rid of him. The old Hypno Room. Doesn't anyone. And this episode's over 20 minutes. This episode is not going to be coordinated in any regard. Nope. You ain't doing that. As you see, potions just do a good amount of damage. They're deadly though, guys. Brains. Put them on. No, let's just not do that yet. Focus on taking out the gravestones, I think. Ah, I missed two things of sun there. Yeah. Now, if you really want to, you could get more Skittish Rooms. You can get them set up all over the place. It's just, I don't really want to. Because the things that I think they die just as quick as the puff shrooms. So you can lose them just as fast as you plant them. And with how much with how easy they get scared, it's just never a good situation, like. But we are in a bit of trouble. Yeah, Middleware is getting a bit decimated at the moment. And we've got a football zombie there. Or rugby, sorry. It's a rugby zombie. Oh. Do that, plant that. May as well get more scary ones in the background. Or the back row. But it looks like we might actually be in a bad spot here. Ah! Stall him! Hey, football player's dead. Not football, rugby! I'm struggling to say my own sport. It's rugby. But there we are, we got an ice room temporarily mobilizes all zombies on screen. Basically a cherry bomb. It's just freezes the entire screen. But I believe we have a shop option if I can find it. I don't think so. But next time we'll obviously show the next plant. But I'll see you guys all then. When I learn how to say rugby properly.